Over the weekend, I watched the Zambia-Mozambique match. It was an AFCON qualifiers match. And getting into this game, the Zambians were the clear favorites and the Mozambicans were the underdogs. According to statistics, Mozambique had never defeated Zambia in a major tournament before. And you could watch the expression of the spectators in the stadium, the composure of the players as they kicked around the ball during the play, that this game for them was just a walk in the park. Mozambicans were clearly the underdogs. The Zambians expected nothing but victory at the end of the match. But I could see that as the match progressed, tables were beginning to turn against Zambia. In the first 45 minutes, Zambians were unable to get a goal. And getting into the second half, the first 10 minutes, 20 minutes went by without any team being able to score. No matter how hard the Zambians now tried to push, they could not penetrate the defense of the Mozambicans. And as the match was coming towards the end, Mozambique got a chance and they scored. And Zambia was defeated. Zambia was humiliated. And when I look at the whole approach of the Zambians into this match, I could say they were complacent. They were complacent in their preparations. And I want to talk to you, my dear friends, today, not about Mozambique, not about Zambia, not about the soccer match, but I want to talk to you about your life. How are you getting into this life? How are you approaching your day-to-day living? How are you approaching your life? Are you complacent or not? Complacence is a state of being over-satisfied with yourself. Complacence is a state of being too pleased with yourself to the extent that you tell yourself that there is no need for change. There is no need to put in extra effort. There is no need to fight harder. All is well as it is. But the danger with complacence is that it does not support the reality of life. Life is dynamic. Life is about change. Nothing remains the same. Every minute, every second, every hour, things are changing. One Greek philosopher emphasized this reality of change when he says, you can never step in the same river twice. You cannot touch the same person twice because everything is changing. Life is dynamic. You cannot afford to be complacent. You cannot tell yourself that there is no need to change my approach to life. You cannot tell yourself that there is no need to put an extra effort in trying to improve my performance, no matter how good it may be today. You need to keep on applying yourself, applying more strategies, applying more effort. Don't be complacent. I want you to look at your life today. The person that you are today, look at that person and compare yourself to the person that you were last month or even last week. Is there any difference? If you are the same, you could be complacent. Today, we are in the middle of the year 2017. This is mid-2017. And I want you to look at yourself, who you are and what you are today. And go back 6 months at the beginning of the year 2017, January. What difference is there between the person that you were in January 2017 and the person that you are today, 10 June 2017? 2016 came and went, and you want to look at yourself that as we now get into the second half of 2017, is there any difference between the person that I was in 2016 and the person that I am today? I also want you to look at yourself today as you are. And then you begin to ask yourself, what efforts, what strategies am I employing in this life so that at the end of this year 2017 in December, there will be a difference between who I am and what I am today and what I will be at the end of the year. My friend, you cannot afford to be complacent. And now, in the spirit of the power of one, I want you to look back into your life. Look at those efforts. Look at those disciplines. Look at those good practices, the best practices that you used to observe. The best practices that you very well know that they changed the quality of your life for the better. But you have given up those practices. You have stopped observing them. You have become complacent. You have become lazy, and you have relaxed. In the spirit of the power of one, I want you to take your paper and pen and write the power of one. And on that pen, on that paper, I want you to write down one habit, one discipline, one best practice that you have given up, so that you can begin to put more effort in trying to revive it. It could be the best practice, habit, or discipline of waking up early, thinking about your day, planning your day, praying, meditating, reading, and exercising your body to make sure that as you enter into the day, you are fit mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically to face the day. Write down one practice, one discipline, one best practice, one effort that you had given up, and begin to make an effort to revive it. God bless you in this exercise.